All right, folks, unfortunately, I come to you today with, this needs taken care of, by the way. I walk through my garage and I do this every single day. But unfortunately, we seem to have probably the biggest issue I've had with my Model Y so far. I think there is a coolant leak. So I went ahead and I bought some of this stuff. I'll have this linked below, but you can see covers all Teslas, Mercedes, Saab, Volkswagen, blah, blah, blah. And what we're gonna do is just use this funnel right here and fill up our coolant. Now, I did get a warning that you can see on your screen here that coolant levels were low and that we may not be getting good AC performance for the HVAC system or for the powertrain. So you can see the liquid's blue here, and I took this other footage on my GoPro, but yeah, so we are going to fill this up, see what the issue is, and if it continues to leak, then I'm going to take it to Tesla, see what they say about it, what this costs. I will cover this entire process, any costs, and what the final solution and issue was. Let's fill it up. Now, if you have a newer Model Y, this is a 2020, so if you have a new one that has the HEPA filter across here, you have to remove that to get access to this. So just an extra step. All right, so you can see if, across this front arrow plate here, it's just dripping in perfect lines, and then you have the blue liquid on the ground and a little river over here of blue liquid. So yeah, we got some sort of an issue, and I went past the max fill line there, so I need to suck that out of there. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up, and then I'm just gonna take it to Tesla and see what they diagnose, and we'll go from there. So because of that little screw up, I've been sitting here for about 35 minutes because I have to get it back down to the max line level. I filled it up over where it says max because I couldn't see it. So now for the past 35 minutes, I've been sitting here with a straw, doing the old straw trick. You remember that straw trick you discovered as a kid when you put your thumb on one end, it holds fluid in it? Well, I'm now using that to remove the antifreeze from the container. So that's what's been going on. I just told myself, I started laughing, gave myself a little pep talk because this is taking forever. And I was like, hey, we're making progress. It's okay. But I think, you know, this is a good focus challenge. Normally at work, at your desk job, if you have an issue, you just start looking at Instagram. So now Instagram isn't going to help me move forward. We got to keep straw by straw, literally. All right, we're almost down to the max line. Also, I got this funnel at the shop, and this was $2 more than the cheaper one. And I almost went with the cheaper one, and I thought to myself, there's going to be something that happens with this that makes it better than the cheaper one. And just having this extra tongue that you can see here makes it way easier to access that with the angle that you have and pour it in. So I highly recommend this one. I'll have one of these linked below that's actually one that you want. All right, so I've been driving the car for about 15 minutes here. I'm on my way to Tesla service in Tempe. Car feels fine, performance feels great. There's no limitations, there's no warnings or anything like that. And before, it did say it's safe to drive, but something you want to check up on. So again, I think we're good for now, but I'm probably going to just schedule service with Tesla. I'm curious to see how long it's going to take me to get in. I'm guessing about a month. But we'll see. All right, so I dropped my Model Y off. It's actually right there. They had a loaner available for me. It's a 2023 Model Y long range. So I'm jumping in this. They're going to diagnose it today, hopefully. It should be a fairly quick turnaround, potentially a hole in the radiator. They don't know. It's $129 diagnosis fee, and then it's up from there. Potentially could be a failed drive unit, which that would be covered. If it's not, if it's a radiator or a hole in something, I would have to cover that. But even if the car was fully under warranty, I would still have to pay for that because that's accidental damage, which I understand. So now we'll see. Also, before we get too deep into this video, it's brought to you by INTOTHEAM.com. Now, you guys know INTOTHEAM. This is one of their athletic t-shirts. I love wearing these to the gym or just out in public. It takes me from a 6 to a 7.4. But it's fall time, except for in Phoenix where it's 148 in October. It's fall time, and they just came out with their fall collection. This is their waffle knit hoodie. This thing's amazing. 4-way stretch. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, the fitment is just incredible. I love the material on this. This color is indigo. It has a nice pocket here. The material's thin. It shows if you lift weights or not. Clearly, we're lacking there. But then it's form-fitted, so it just feels really good to wear. I absolutely love their fall collection. Code Gjeebs at intotheam.com will save you 10% off of your purchase, and you can stack my code with any other programs that they currently have going on. There's not any logos or anything like that. It just says Into the AM right here. But Into the AM, thank you for sponsoring the channel, guys. Use code Gjeebs at checkout for 10% off. Waffle knit. Gjeebs out. So I was wrong about a few things here. Tesla service, I drove up to the service center as you just saw, and they took my car same day because it was an issue that they didn't want me to drive home with. So they took my car same day at the Tempe service center. Those guys were excellent there, by the way. Everyone that I came in contact with was nice. They were willing to help. They're like, let's check it out. Came in, took my car same day. He said, do you have a way to get home? I didn't at the time. Luckily, they had a loaner Model Y, so I was able to get a loaner, drive home, and continue on with my life. Now, here's where things get interesting. So he said, Ben, unfortunately, my fears were confirmed after diagnosis. We will have to replace the radiator as it was the cause of the leak due to an impact of damage. I don't remember anything hitting the car. My wife doesn't remember anything hitting the car, but he said, I'll ask my tech to snap a photo of it. That way we can show you exactly what went wrong. And another thing I will say is I used to own a BMW M2. BMW's service is excellent. I know you guys probably can't believe that, but their service was always top tier. They would take a video after all the service had been completed. They'd show you tire wear on all four corners. They'd show you if there were any leaks in the differential, anything else that they needed to cover. They sent a video and took excellent care of you. And Tesla here, what they did was they snapped a photo of the puncture in the radiator. I'll throw that up on the screen here, and it cost me $799 to get that replaced. I think most of that was labor costs. For comparison, the same thing happened to my Focus ST years ago, and that was $900 to have it replaced. So the costs are in line with something else that I've dealt with in the past, and they sent me a picture of the impact point that was causing the leak from the fluid. So the service was excellent. The cost was in line with everyone else. They got me a loaner. It was great communication. My personal recommendation for anyone that has an issue, you don't like to deal with the app, is if there's a service center near you, I would just drive to the service center and talk to someone in person. That way they can put their eyes on it and get it handled. A lot of times putting the picture in through the app, while it is convenient, it can work really nicely. And Tesla mobile service can do things like come out and replace your battery, and it's done in 40 minutes, same day. That's all great. I personally just like to talk to people. I like to go in, see someone face to face so they can see exactly what I'm seeing or feel exactly what I'm feeling, and then get that service request entered. I think a lot of problems are mitigated by going through that route. So other than that, the Model Y is running great. We got a new radiator in place. Maybe the air conditioning will actually cool the car down for once. But overall, I've been really happy with it. Almost in at 75,000 miles, a bunch of aftermarket accessories. So if you want to see what I did with the suspension on my Model Y, it's lowered. I added a luxury suspension. Click this video right here. I think you'll really enjoy that. The install process and the review afterwards, it's a great video.